Hello and welcome to Staycation Day One. Two things to know about what I'm doing with this bit of staycation here. Got a few things I want to get done, a few chores, a few errands. Two is to just go ham on self-care. So, with that in mind, I am wanting to make breakfast special. I'm gonna go a little bit harder once I've had a few, well, I'm gonna go grocery shopping today so I can put a little more effort into breakfast in the future. For today, I'm just doing something that's kind of a treat. I like these Pillsbury cinnamon rolls, and I found a pumpkin spice variety. These are the cans that actually tend to scare people. Here's the trick. Go ahead and start it the way it says. This is where most people are like, okay, and then there's a place spoon at seams. You set it down, you push on it, and you go, right? Whatever. No, you take this as is. Done. So much easier. Don't have to panic. Don't have to freak yourself out over this. Apparently, that package I got only came with 5 big ones, but that'll be fine. I don't need more than that. I probably need quite a bit less than that. Cinnamon rolls, a little Earl Grey tea. I'm gonna call day one breakfast a success. I was about to give a double finger gun, but I can't do that. Good morning, everybody. Day 2 of staycation. Today's breakfast is going to be a little bit simpler. I actually left my water bottle in my room. Let's go back. It's very simple and straightforward, but I love it. All right, today I'm having poached eggs on toast. Now, the secret, well, one of a few. One of the secrets is you add vinegar to the water. The other secret is you stir the water. We've got our water, we've got our vinegar. And you just want to add enough so that it smells pretty vinegary. Okay, so you're gonna hear the kettle going in the background. I'm having some more tea with breakfast today, but the water is a nice good boil. So I'm gonna see how well I can demonstrate this with one hand. Secret number 1 was the vinegar in the water. Secret number 2 is the stir. This helps the egg hold together when you crack it in there. One-handed, look at that, pro. All right, I'm gonna go put the camera down because this is easier to do two-handed, and I've got 3 more eggs to make. It definitely looks like something envisioned by Ridley Scott, but trust me, it's delicious. We're also just gonna make some toast real quick, because poached eggs go on toast. Yeah, might overcook these slightly, but that's okay. They're still really good, even if you make that mistake. Secret number 1, vinegar in the water. Secret number 2, stir. Secret number 3, get some of this nice good vinegar water. Dampen up the toast a little. That is not a combination of words you would normally think would make it taste better. And in addition to our 3 secrets, there is also a heresy of poached eggs. You see, this is a very New Englandy recipe, and I like to southern it up a little bit. I'm pretty confident my grandparents don't watch these videos, but if they do, sorry for ruining your recipe, Papa, but also thank you for teaching me the recipe. Hit it with a little salt and pepper, and I will have to put the camera down for that because I have salt and pepper grinders. Poached eggs on toast. And a nice Irish breakfast tea to go with it. I thought that'd be a nice pairing. So, glad you could join me today, and I will see you tomorrow. I lied. I'm seeing you guys today. I was worried I overcooked these, and maybe that one a little, but there's still some gooiness to the inside, and these are otherwise perfect. Good morning to everyone who's still here on day 3. Maybe you're being legitimately entertained by this, or maybe you're here for the same reason I am. Sunk cost fallacy. Whatever else is going on though, I'm having waffles. Now, I didn't want to just do waffles by themselves. I wanted something a little meatier, a little more nutritious. So I'm gonna have them with sausage. Now, I don't really like breakfast sausage, but here's a secret. If you have a sausage for breakfast, it's breakfast sausage. So I'm gonna be having stadium brats. These guys are just super tasty to have at breakfast, and they're not that weird, like, grainy, over-seasoned breakfast sausage you usually get. I think they're a lot better, so I'll be frying those up while I mix my waffle batter. Hopefully, all the parts of breakfast will be ready at the same time. I don't know the extent to which I am awake enough to time out my cooking very well. So we're gonna go on that adventure together. Yeah, that burner's been taking a minute to light. Kind of feel like there's something I'm supposed to do about that, but I don't know what. It definitely woofs when it does light, so that's concerning. We're gonna need 2 cups of this, 1 1/3 cup of this, 2 tablespoons of this. Let's be bad and eyeball it. And 1 egg's worth of egg. And the recipe didn't call for this, but what's cooking if you're not gonna improvise a little bit? And you know, I was just thinking cinnamon, but then right next to the cinnamon, I saw this. If I'm gonna put in some cinnamon and some nutmeg, where's the ginger? I might not have ginger. Cinnamon, you just wanna add it until you can see flecks of cinnamon when you stir it up, and just go kind of light on the nutmeg. For legal reasons, don't lick the fork because there's raw egg on it. Yeah, I forgot I didn't put sugar in that. That probably wasn't worth the egg risk. This looks hot. Get those in and let them sizzle some. I'm gonna pan the waffle iron. Now, I don't actually know how many waffles this mix will make, so there might be a lot of leftovers. Now, these are fully cooked sausages, so life is way simpler. If I don't cook them quite enough, they just won't be quite as crispy, but they're not gonna kill me. Oh, good. I do have a fire alarm. That's good. People were worried I didn't have one of those because they didn't see one during my housewarming. I wonder if this is what's smoking too much. So far this week I've been doing bagged teas, but I have this stuff that I get at the Renaissance Festival. This one's called Winter Storm. It's black tea with orange peel, almonds, apple cloves, and rose petals. Get that maple syrup. There it is. Oh man, that feels like vacation food. Genuinely, it's the kind of stuff you could get at a continental breakfast pre-COVID. Bam! I am excited for this one. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Good morning, everybody. It is day 4. And I spent day 3 doing nothing active and eating junk food. And I am not actually hungry come breakfast time of day 4. As it turns out, actions continue to have consequences, even on vacation, which just seems like a design oversight on reality's part. More breakfast day 5. Day 5 of staycation, and I think it's time for an American classic. Today, I'm making biscuits and gravy. The biscuit side of biscuits and gravy is real easy. We're just making these Bisquick biscuits. So, oven to 450. Boom, and let's get these biscuits made. 1 cup, 2 cups. We will eyeball about 1/4 cup, 2/3 of a cup of milk, and we mix the biscuits. Now, when I've done this before, I just make Bisquick drop biscuits. They're lumpy, they look like the biscuits you get at Red Lobster, but they're not perfect for biscuits and gravy. I wanted to go and buy a biscuit cutter at some point this week. Wanted to, forgot to, didn't do it. What I do have is a wide mouth mason jar and the can-do spirit that the pioneers built this country with. So let's see what happens. Now, I wiped down the counter to make sure it was pretty clean. Also, I'm not using a rolling pin because you don't need a perfectly smooth top on these things. You just want them kind of flat-ish. And yep, that is biscuit dough. Let's get the pan sprayed. It's making a weird suction noise. This is definitely not the ideal tool for the job. High altitude. That's me. No change. Thanks, Betty Crocker. Okay, first step for the gravy. We need butter. It's actually a little bit more than I needed. You want about 3 tablespoons. I'm using salted butter. There's probably a very good culinary reason why you should or should not use salted butter. I don't know what those reasons are. And I'm gonna need a whisk out while that melts, because we're gonna be adding to my 3 tablespoons of butter, 3 tablespoons of flour. I have every size and shape of spoon imaginable. I'm gonna guess that that one's about a tablespoon. All right, this butter is about melted down. That is actually cooking very quick. Let's turn the heat down some. Still getting used to the gas burners. 1, 2, 3. This is kind of what you're wanting. You want it kind of this thick slurry. And then you can cook it a little bit longer if you want to get it a little bit darker. We don't need to get it super dark. We're just kind of going until it kind of smells a little bit like buttered popcorn. And that actually seems thin, so we're going to call an audible. Absolute insanity. Does he even know what he's doing? The answer is no. There we go. That was more what I was hoping. It kind of looks a little bit like dough now. Add some milk. Then we get that roux all stirred into the milk. And this should start to thicken up. Oven's preheated. Let's throw some biscuits in there. There is one thing that I think goes perfect with biscuits and gravy, and that's a couple of over-easy eggs. Now, what's great with eggs is they give me an excuse to use this. It is very old-fashioned. I found it in a thrift store, and it is my favorite spatula. Look at that. Just a little bit of flex to it, good size. I don't know why I like this thing so much, but it is just a pleasure to work with. Now, for country gravy to be country gravy, the biggest thing it needs is black pepper. Nice flecks of black all throughout your country gravy. Oh, look at that. That is a proper country gravy. Weird ingredient, paprika. You don't want much, but just a few red flecks in with your black flecks. Oh, and that's sealed. Let's see, we can give that like another minute. Don't know why I looked at my wrist. I'm not wearing a watch. All right, so I'm just kind of letting everything go. Biscuits are in the oven, gravy's done, eggs are cooking. Eggs are gonna need a little bit longer. They're cooking a little slow today for some reason, but it all seems to be coming together okay. I think I'm gonna be happy with this. So yeah, 2 of these biscuits split in half, and then it literally is just the biscuits with the gravy on them. These eggs are about done, and just pile them right on top. Look at that. I wish I could control the lighting in this room better, because I feel like this isn't going to do it justice. One last thing. Just going to hit this whole thing with some hot sauce, too. Just a little. You don't want to overdo it. That looks amazing. My tea is almost done. I went with another Irish breakfast today. It just seemed like it would go well. All right, got my Irish breakfast tea and my biscuits and gravy. And this has been day 5. Morning. It is day 6 of my staycation. And I've got church in just a little bit, so I didn't want to do anything today that was going to be too crazy as far as time to make. But I still want it to be a treat. It's still my staycation. So I'm going to make up a couple of English muffins, do one of them with an egg, and do one of them with some butter and jelly. So, I've got the skillet going. I'm gonna throw some butter in there just to get these English muffins toasted up. Muffin time! Alright, how toasty are they? Oh, that's looking good. Alright, next step is gonna be a little bit of bacon for the sandwich. Alright, very important. Put your bacon in the pan, let it cook for a while. Try to only have to flip it once. Oh, look at that. Alright, last thing, we're gonna fry up one egg to go with all the rest of this. Oh, no, shell. No, shell, come on. I'm not good at this one-handed thing. Okay, that's all of it. Wow, I'm really not good at this one-handed thing. I'm gonna throw that out and start. There we go. Alright, while that egg's cooking, we can get started with a little bit of assembly. Then we do a little jelly. I've got this rhubarb raspberry that's very nice. Wipe that knife off. The other one is going to get some mayo. Normally I'm not holding a camera with one hand and I can spread things a lot more evenly. Bacon. Oh, nice. Alright, that egg is done. Let's throw it on my sandwich. And then, of course, my savory secret breakfast ingredient. Now that is a good-looking breakfast sandwich. Some good-looking jelly English muffins on the side. And I am ready to grab myself something to eat. See you tomorrow. Day 7. Last day of the staycation. And I'm going a little bit extra for breakfast this morning. But it's been a good vacation. I got some things done, got to see some people, just got to sleep in, relax, and have some good breakfast. It's like, just put my brain back together. It's been nice. It's been real nice. So, let's get started on breakfast. That's how much milk I've got. I need a cup of milk for this recipe, so breakfast will be delayed until after a grocery store run. Okay, I went to the store, I got some milk, I also did some dishes because these guys were still dirty from the biscuits and gravy. It's 9:30, I also had some beef jerky because I had to time myself over until breakfast is done. It is such a good thing vacations happen on island time, man. If I had a deadline for this, I would have blown past it. Honestly, an hour and a half ago. Alright, let's get this stove started. Step 1, gonna be the bacon. Then cook, very excited about these, the cornmeal flapjacks. Bacon, then cornmeal flapjacks, then a few eggs to go with the whole thing. Should be great. Alright, now restaurants tend to kind of be skimpy on the bacon. You know, you'll get like 2 slices of bacon if you get bacon at a restaurant. I'm thinking for me today, 6. Alright, let's get this batter made. 1 cup of all-purpose flour, 1 cup of cornmeal, 1/4 cup of sugar, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, half a teaspoon of salt. Just eyeball that one. Let's mix this up. Alright, that is stirred up good. Next is going to be 1 egg, 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil, and 1 cup of milk. Let's give this a stir, and that is a good batter for some cornmeal flapjacks. And I think the pan's probably warm enough now. Yep. Let's throw some bacon in there. Batch number 2. I think it's like normal pancakes and I'm supposed to watch for bubbles at the side, but we'll see how that logic works out. Alright, got these on the plate with some butter, and then no syrup, let's go for honey. Honey and cornbread. Classic. This is actually, I am told, raw local honey. I didn't get it or verify this myself, but it was a housewarming gift. Alright, flapjacks are done. Let's do 2 eggs. Yeah, 2 should be plenty for today. I got a lot of food already. It's breakfast time. So I did toast up a piece of toast just so I had something other than the flapjacks for sopping up the egg yolks with. Threw some hot sauce on the eggs because, come on, it's me. Of course I did. all of that with a nice cup of Irish breakfast tea. Thank you for joining me on my staycation. I hope you guys had as much fun as I did, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!